All right, let's dive into one of the most famous fables ever told, The Ant and the Grasshopper. Now, on the surface, it seems like a pretty simple story, right? But the message at its core about how we should live, work, and plan for the future, man, it's been debated for centuries. So let's pull it apart and see what's really going on. And right out of the gate, the story hits you with this huge, fundamental question. Are you the kind of person who's building for tomorrow, or are you all about living for today? It's a choice we all have to make, and this story shows us what happens when you take either path to the extreme. So, picture this. It's a beautiful, warm summer day in a big, grassy field. The sun's out, everything's easy, and life feels just about perfect. But under all that sunshine, there's this major conflict brewing. It's a clash between two totally opposite ways of looking at life. Okay, first up, we meet the grasshopper. And it's so easy to just label him as lazy. But he's more than that. He actually represents a whole philosophy. That life is about joy, it's about art, and it's about soaking up every single moment of the present. He's just out there, singing and dancing, not a single worry in the world. And this really lays it all out, side by side. For the grasshopper, life is happening right now. It's for singing and dancing. But for the ant? Nope. Life is about getting ready for what's coming next. It's about work and making sure you're secure. This is the central conflict of the whole story. And you can just hear his whole worldview in his own words, can't you? He looks around and sees this world of plenty, a world made for celebration. He just genuinely doesn't get why anyone would choose to work when you could be having fun. And then you've got the ant. Talk about a complete 180. Her whole philosophy isn't about today at all. It's completely locked on the future. She is all about discipline, planning ahead, and building security through pure hard work. While the grasshopper is playing his fiddle, she is just grinding away. Her comeback to the grasshopper is so direct, so logical. She sees that exact same sunny day, but not as a party. She sees it as a clock that's ticking down, a limited chance to get ready for the tough times she knows are coming. It's all about delaying gratification for her. So, what makes the ant tick? Well, it really boils down to these core values. To her, hard work is everything. Foresight and preparation, those are her tools for building a fortress against an uncertain future. It's all about security. But here's the thing, right? Summer can't last forever. And winter, well, winter is the great reality check in this story. It's that moment when all the talk and philosophy doesn't matter anymore. It gets tested by cold, hard reality. The party's over, and the bill has come due. You can just see it all playing out here. All summer long, they're living out their choices. Then autumn starts to creep in, the days get shorter, and you can feel that urgency building. Well, at least the ant can. And then bam, winter hits, the whole world changes, and all that food that seemed endless, it's gone. And this is where it all comes to a head. The final, brutal showdown. The grasshopper, who's now freezing, starving, has no choice but to go to the ant. He has to face her, and in doing so, he has to face the consequences of his own choices. He has absolutely nothing, and she has everything. Wow, just listen to his words now. It is a total reversal from that carefree guy in the summer. He's desperate. He's literally begging for the one thing he chose not to work for. His whole live-in-the-now philosophy has led him to this, an empty stomach in a snowstorm. The ant's response is just ice cold. It's logical, and it's absolutely brutal. She doesn't even argue. She just states the facts. She draws a straight line from his actions in the summer to his suffering now. This is it. This is the story's unflinching verdict. And then the door closes. Just that simple action, a quiet little sound. But it's the loudest moment in the entire story. It is just final. The grasshopper is left all alone to face the winter. So after all that, what's the big lesson here? What has made this little story stick around for thousands of years? Why do we still tell it? I think it's because it taps into a universal truth about the choices we make and the consequences that follow. Yeah, the moral is not exactly subtle, is it? The story pretty much screams it at you. There's no gray area here. The lesson is, being prepared is a virtue. The fable is basically a powerful advertisement for sacrificing some fun today to make sure you're safe tomorrow. But that leaves us with a really provocative question, especially for today. In our world of instant gratification, one-click shopping, streaming anything we want, is the ant sacrifice still a virtue? Or just maybe, is there something we can learn from the grasshopper's song after all?